Welcome students in this session of Physics New Era. In this session we are going to know about the excess pressure across the free surface of the liquid. Here the three diagrams are drawn indicating the three different surfaces of the liquid, and hence we are going to need to calculate the free surface, means excess pressure across the free surface of liquid. Here the three surfaces are as follows. Number one, that is plane surface, plane liquid surface, we say plane liquid surface. B, here it is the convex surface, here convex from the upside, convex liquid surface. And third one, it is a concave from the upside, concave liquid surface, liquid surface. First one is a plane surface. I need to consider any 2 points here at the surface but nearer to the surface but outside the liquid, and 1 point that is inside the liquid but nearer to the surface. Similarly, here I am going to take the point B, inside the liquid close to the surface, outside the liquid in air close to surface. Here it is point B, here it is point A, similar to that of your plane and convex liquid surfaces. We have the concave liquid surface. This one is the plane surface. Plane surface, from the upside we have the convex surface, we have the concave surface from the upside. Okay, now we don't get confused in between these two. This is convex, this is concave. Okay, now these concepts are clear. Now the atmospheric pressure, it is acted from this side. This is known as atmospheric pressure, and we know that pressure is nothing but force per unit area which is acting in a downward direction from the A side. A and B are the points, but this indicates the atmospheric pressure. Don't get mixing with this A with this PA. This is the atmospheric pressure acting from the upside, which is applied by the atmosphere on the liquid surface. Here, see the diagram. From that diagram, we observe that all the molecules of the surfaces, they are holding all other molecules, just like it is shown there. They are applying one sort of cohesive force on each other, one sort of attractive force on similar kind of molecule, and we see that it forms a one sort of membrane. It never allow, it is just like elastic, we say. If maximum pressure it is applied from the upside, its shape it is changing. It may concave, it may convex, just like this. If the pressure it is applied on the membrane, this is a membrane. Okay, this is a membrane. Now I am going to apply a certain force from the upside. If upside force is greater, it comes or it goes inside, means this pressure, if it is applied from the upward direction, it goes in a downward. The shape is a concave, shape is a concave, just like this. If lower force is greater, it is convex, just like this. It is a convex. If from the both the sides pressures are equal, it is a plane now. That indicates, that clearly indicates, and that concluding part we are going to saw in the last part, means the last part of this session. Here it is. We say that this is the plane, means whatever the cohesive force that depends upon force of surface tension. Ft is a force of surface tension which is along the surface, tangential to the surface, tangent to the surface from all sides, and they counterbalancing, hence the pressure at the B side is, there is a no force, we say. and atmospheric pressure is applied by this one, it is counterbalanced. That's why we say that here pressure at the B side is equal to, having the general formula at the point A, that force at the point A plus, or the pressure at the point A, or the atmospheric pressure at the B side is equal to pressure at the A side plus atmospheric pressure. That is, atmospheric pressure is how much? H into rho into G. Here F T, force due to surface tension. Force due to surface tension. So resultant counterbalancing force is along the surface, which balances the atmospheric pressure, and the distance between these two is very, very less, nearly equal to 0. So this H is equal to 0. So pressure at B side is equal to pressure at A side. This is nothing but your atmospheric pressure. This is Ft. What about this atmospheric pressure? This H rho G is atmospheric pressure. Okay, this is atmospheric pressure. So this is from the upside, and pressure at the A side, it is get added because both are in atmosphere. That's why PA plus atmospheric pressure is equal to pressure exerted on the point B, which is close to the surface but inside the liquid. So that's why this clearly indicates no pressure. There is a counterbalancing force which is applied by the Ft. It balances the force which is applied by the atmosphere, and hence we say that pressure at A side is equal to pressure at B side. Come to the next. If this point B, I am going to take it as a close point to the surface. So counterbalancing force on this point B can be obtained by drawing the tangent. Here it is Ft. That does matter because Ft is the force due to surface tension. And once again, this is we say that pressure, that is atmospheric pressure, exerting some sort of force which is nothing but Fa. Force applied by the atmosphere or atmospheric force. And here it is the atmospheric pressure, whose formula it is given by H rho G. Here Fa is the force which is applied. Now I am going to obtain the resultant force due to surface tension that will decide the shape of the liquid surface. Here the resultant which is acting, here I am going to draw tangent to this surface. Here it is the tangent I am going to draw. Here it is the tangent I am going to draw. These tangents is nothing but a force due to surface tension. But resultant force due to surface tension when it is along the surface, because it is throughout in all direction. If I need to consider these two directions, possibly in all direction, when it is pulled, a resultant will goes in downward direction. Just like the person which is standing just like this, one person is pulling the hand towards this side, other person is pulling the hand towards this side, then automatically person goes in a front side. That is nothing but the resultant, and hence the resultant B, that is Ft, resultant force due to surface tension, it goes in downward direction, and obviously the force due to the atmosphere, it is get added in that one. Means at B, force due to A and force due to surface tension, it is added. That means pressure at A side, pressure at B side, we say pressure at B side, pressure at B is equal to force applied due to the atmosphere plus force applied due to resultant surface tension both get added and resultant pressure at B is greater. And hence we say that the concluding part, pressure at the B side. Here, what about the pressure at the A side? So pressure at the A side, pressure at A is nothing but atmospheric pressure, that is Fa only. But this is with addition to the resultant force applied due to the surface tension, and hence pressure at the A side is only Fa and pressure at the B is equal to Fa plus Ft. So pressure at the B, it is greater as compared to pressure at the A side. Come to the point C, or we say that concave surface of the liquid. Once again, I am going to draw the tangent from this side and tangent to this side. This is your Ft, this is your Ft, and hence both are pulling from this side. That means the force which is acting, resultant force due to surface tension, is in upward direction, and obviously the force due to the atmosphere is from the upside. Now this resultant force due to surface tension and resultant force due to atmosphere, they are more at point A. So we say that pressure at point A, is equal to Fa plus Ft. But pressure at B is equal to, all these pressures are acting, only the resultant force Ft, it is acting due to this tangent which is drawn to the surfaces, and resultant force is in upward direction. Only Ft is the force which is acting at the point B, and here with addition to that one we have the atmospheric pressure. So Pa is greater than Pb side. Pressure at the point A is greater than the pressure at the point B. Sir, these are not similar ones. This is not similar, this is not similar, and hence it is time to draw the conclusion now. See, Pb is greater. Pb is greater. Where exactly is the Pb? Sir, if we see from the lower side, it is a concave. If we see from the upper side, it is a convex. And hence we are going to show you that this is at the concave side. This is at the concave side, and this is at the convex side. Come toward this, and later on we are going to draw the conclusion. From the upside, so this is a concave from the upside. So this is a concave. And what about this? From the lower side it is convex. What about this? Neither concave nor convex, only plane. That's why pressure is equal. Here, if we observe concave, pressure is greater. Convex, pressure is less. Means, hence the conclusion is this one. Pressure at the concave side is greater as compared to pressure at the convex side. Pressure at the concave side is equal to pressure at the convex side. Now come towards that experiment which we have done earlier. If I am going to apply more pressure on this side, there forms one sort of concave shape. Means pressure at the concave side, it is more as compared to convex side. So if we observe the pressure from the lower side, pressure is greater from this side, it forms a one sort of concave, and this side is a convex that time. Hence, once again, the concluding part is this one. Whenever there is a greater pressure, pressure is always greater at concave side as compared to convex side. Thank you.